Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be who is intimidated by you. Okay, so we are going to be using the Golden Girls tarot and the playing cards and the Golden Girl buttons. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. So for pile 1, we have Sophia. It says picture Sicily. Okay, pile 1 is Sophia Petrillo. Picture it Sicily. Pile 2 is Blanche Devereaux. She says, pretty girls go shopping. Okay, pile 2 is Blanche Devereaux. Pretty girls go shopping. Pile 3 is Dorothy Zbornak, and it says, no, I will not have a nice day. No, I will not have a nice day. Dorothy Zbornak, pile number 3. And pile number 4 is Rose Nylund, and it says Hillenberger Schniegel Flugen Feigen. I don't know what, right? Something like that, something to that effect. Pile number 4, Rose Nylund. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, Sophia Petrillo, picture it Sicily. I always like to associate the piles with an element, and so for this pile, I've associated it with fire. So you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and in the tarot, Sophia is the fire element. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead with that and keep it the way it is. Okay, so what I'm getting here by looking at these cards, there's like 2 people. I mean, you could intimidate a lot of people, but I'm seeing 2 people here mostly. And the first card out is Rose, and in this deck of playing cards, she is the Queen of Clubs. Okay, so this is somebody that sees you very beautiful. They're intimidated by your looks, by your beauty. But at the end here, we have Sophia. Okay, and she did come out here. And right here, she is the Jack of Spades. Okay, air element. So I'm guessing this is another person. I'm feeling like this is 2 separate energies. One sees you as like somebody very beautiful. It's almost like they blush around you. So, you know, this is somebody that's attracted to you. They're intimidated by you, by your looks, by your charm, by your sweetness, right? Because Rose is very sweet. So this is somebody that might like blush around you or might feel like butterflies in their stomach around you or something like that. But this other person over here, this Jack of Spades here, I feel like this is somebody that's intimidated by you, because they feel less than you, almost like they need to do some shadow work is what I'm feeling a lot for this person. They need to do shadow work, and this person seems to like lie and project this persona that isn't real, and this like they know that you know it's not real, so you stay away from them, and they also know that you do want to stay away from them because you know they're full of it. So this person is intimidated by you knowing the truth about them, by you seeing them for who they really are. Okay. Um, yeah, because this person might claim to have a lot of things and they really don't have it like that, but that's maybe kind of like again, the persona, the image they try to portray. Okay. And this is someone that does lie, and it's like, you know that, and they're kind of almost like worried that you're going to tell their secret, or you're going to say something about it, or you're going to tell others that it's BS. But it's more like your energy just kind of backs away from this person. You're like, I'm not dealing with it, I'm not entertaining it. But then over here we do have somebody that seems to find you very attractive. You could see this person in the mornings is what I'm getting here with this card. Maybe this is somebody you see in the mornings or on your way to work, or you work with them. But I'm getting this is somebody that you kind of like run into in the mornings. Okay. We have drama here, fighting, arguments, family, and relationship problems. Okay, so this could be also family, like somebody from your family that you've argued with, and that you have drama with, you know. And again, they're intimidated by you that you're going to spill the tea or something. We have simulation here, 47. Time warp, seeing signs from the universe, fear of impending doom. Yeah, again, this person feels like you're going to expose them. And then we have number 8 here with breaking tradition, leaving status quo behind, making new rules for your life, not letting old beliefs and old habits control you any longer. So again, it's kind of family, again, with the family, right? And then we have heart here, 57. It says, time to cleanse home and heart, stagnant energy out with the old. Okay. So again, this is like your home, your family, that type of energy. So I do feel like this might be somebody in your family that obviously knows that you know their secrets and know what they're really about, or know how they really are as a person. Maybe you grew up with them. Maybe they're a sibling or a cousin or something like that. Excuse me. And so they feel like you're going to expose them, but again, I see you as just cleansing your energy from them, like removing yourself away from them. You're no longer hanging with them, because maybe at one time in childhood, oh, my chair's going down, maybe at one time in childhood you did, but it's kind of like you've let go of those things and you left that behind. So you're like, I'm no longer that person. So maybe even you got in trouble with this person, maybe you went to jail with this person, maybe you did bad things with this person, this family member, but it seems like you've left those things behind. And and they maybe still seem to be in it, or they hide it, or they hide that part of their past. They claim something else, right? Completely different story, and it's like, you know it. Okay, so here on this card here, we have Cauldron, new ideas, work, and creativity. Yeah, this person over here that finds you attractive, I feel like this could be somebody at work, like I said, because I'm getting the feeling like this is somebody you see in the mornings. Maybe you go for coffee in the morning. This is the person at the coffee shop. You know what I mean? It could be something like that, or you go for breakfast every Sunday morning somewhere, right, to a certain restaurant, and this is like the person that is like there at working at the restaurant or something like that. But I'm getting like this is a somebody you see in the morning. So it could even be your coworker, and maybe you just run into each other in the mornings as you're entering the building, something like that. Okay. We have dagger, clearing, cut ties, and on point. Yeah, and I'm feeling like with this person, this family member, whatever this deceptive energy over here is that is intimidated by you, I do feel like they could be an air sign, and we do have the dagger here, clearing, cut ties, and on point. Yeah, so with the dagger here, again, I feel like you just cut yourself out from them, or you just distance yourself. Maybe it's like quick high and by. You don't try to like involve yourself in what they're doing, because you just know that she's holding a kind of like hairspray, and she's spraying it, but I feel it's almost like you kind of holding a can of like like be gone, you know what I mean, like bug be gone, like they bug you and you're just like bug be gone, get out of here. So I do feel like you do, distance yourself. And then we have the creepy clown here with number 10 breaking up to a 1. It says old fears, defense, and courage. And then we do with it's underneath the breaking tradition, underneath Leatherface, and he's wearing a mask. And then this creepy clown, it's just a mask face too, somebody wearing a clown mask. So again, it's like you know that this person's wearing a mask, and they're intimidated by your truth. They're intimidated by how you're open about things, how you'll say things, how basically you'll tell the truth of your past. And this person's like, oh, no, we didn't live like that. No, we didn't do that. We didn't get in trouble. No, like this person is intimidated by your truth, your power. And again, I feel like this person somehow needs to do some shadow work. They really do need to reflect. And we're okay. This card here, we have mirror, magic mirror. What number is this? Just want to see the number 24 breaking down to a 6. Magic mirror, self-care, reflect, and inner work. Yeah, this person definitely needs to look in the mirror and do some inner work. Yeah, they definitely do need to do some inner work here. Okay. Also on the bottom of this deck of the playing cards, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, which is Stan, Dorothy's husband, her ex-husband, I mean, and he's holding his toupee in his hand. It's so funny how that thing would always come off in the show. So he was basically a BSer, right? Her ex-husband was a BSer. So this could even be an ex that's intimidated by you, because again, they know that you lived with them. They know that you know the truth about them. You know their past. So this could even be an ex that's just immature. He sold whoopee cushions, right? That's what he sold, like novelty items for a living, like whoopee cushions and barf and things like that. So again, this is somebody with that energy of like they're very childish, and also he was always lying, he was always cheating. So maybe again, this could be like an ex. If it's not a family member, this is somebody that you were partnered up with, that you lived with, at whatever you were in a relationship with, and they know that you know how they really are, and it's not what they portray themselves to be. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's go get 4 tarot cards. Okay. And in this card, Rose is wearing a green dress with pink. So it's very love, very heart chakra. And then this one, also Sophia, same thing, wearing a green dress, just a different style. Green dress with pink collar here. So, you know, also the heart chakra, but it's also making me think this person is like green with envy. So it's green, the same, but in two different ways. One is very like loving. I have feelings for you. I care about you. My heart's open for you. And this one is somebody that is like green with envy. And she's holding that can of hairspray. Okay, let me get 4, please. What do we have here? We have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Look at that. Yeah. We have 17, the star, Aquarius. So we do have Gemini, Aquarius. So far it's air. Like I said, I do feel over here, this is an air sign that is intimidated by you. Because they know you know their truth. And then over here, it could be fire. This could be a fire sign or a water sign. I'm getting Aries over here, like Aries, Scorpio type energy over here with this other person. Okay, then we have the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, deception, air again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have it here. We have it here twice, okay? Oh, did you hear that? The fireworks outside? That's confirmation. Wow, that was loud. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords here twice. That is confirmation that it's like they know that you know that the truth about them, that they are a liar, that they are a cheater, that they are deceptive, that they are sneaky. That this person plays games too is what I'm hearing. They play mind games. Three of Swords here in the reverse. It could be for both people, you know, but here with the 3 of Swords in the reverse, it's like maybe you broke this person's heart over here that is very intimidated by you. They really are very almost like, again, the butterflies in their stomach. And I feel almost like maybe you broke their heart, you rejected them, you turned them down, or maybe you even dated them, but you had to let them down. You had to break up with them. You had to, it's almost like you didn't have that interest that they had. And over here, we could put it over here too and say, this is somebody who like you were once with. Again, maybe if it's not a sibling, it's maybe somebody that you were married to or dating. And, they were heartbroken by you, but I'm also seeing that they are over you. This person is over you. One more, please. There's a card here flipped. There's a lot of cards flipped. Let me just flip them back. Look, the 8 of Cups walking away. And the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep, exactly. This person, you've walked away from this person and they lie about like money, status, or who they are, how they grew up and things like that. Okay, one more, please. Let me just get one card. It's too many. Oh my gosh, all these cards are flipped over. The Hermit, introspection, you going by yourself. Page of Swords is somebody that is watching you. The Fool in the reverse. Yeah. Okay. 7 of Wands in the reverse and Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely very defensive. And then we have the 3 of Wands, and she's holding binoculars. She's watching. Look at that. Yeah, this over here, this person that I feel is an air sign, they are watching you. They're keeping an eye on you. They're very intimidated by you. That maybe you're going to tell like their new partner the truth about them, or that you're just going to tell other family members about them, or something like that's going on with this person here, that they're almost like when is this person going to pop off? So they're like waiting for you to kind of like, okay, when are you going to open your mouth and say the truth that I'm just full of it, One more, please. Okay, all right, these cards flipped. And we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you could be divorced from this person. Like I said here with Stan Zbornak, her ex-husband. This could be an ex of yours. You could be divorced from this person. Because this is the card of celebration. Could be marriage. This is that man that Sophia married in like 2 episodes. He was like in 2 episodes, I think. She married him. And it's in the reverse. So divorce. And in one of the episodes, was it like the 2nd episode? They did decide to get divorced. They did decide to part ways. They were like, I like you, but yeah, And so they did get divorced. And then here is Stan, Dorothy's ex-husband. So again, this could be an ex-spouse. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get 4 of these cards, and that will be it for you, pile 1. Okay. We have side piece 55, mistress, flirting with others, the other woman's secret hookup. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. We have deja vu 16, breaking down to a 7. There's history happened in the past and repeated patterns. Okay, exactly what I'm saying about this. Yeah, a side piece, repeating patterns. So again, it's like you already know this person's BS. We have surprise 27, breaking down to a 9. Unexpected action, spontaneous showing up, and unexpected change. And he's like going to ask this girl for a date. Looks like he's holding flowers behind his back. He's nervous, and it's almost like he's going to ask her for a date, which is, like I said, what I'm feeling with this energy here. This is somebody that has an interest in you. They definitely have an interest in you. Maybe you've already dated them and turned them down after the first date. You didn't feel like that about them, or this is somebody that wants to like be around you and ask you out, but they're nervous that you're going to turn them down and not have that interest in them. Okay, let me get 2 more. Let's see what else we get here. This one goes here. Okay, there we go. We have decision 22. Okay, master number. Wrong reason, contemplating, stay or leave, uncertain. Okay, so there was a decision here, and it was a partnership. This was definitely partnership. And it says stay or leave, uncertain. So yeah, but there was a leave here because we do have the 4 of Wands in the reverse, and all these cards are like X's, you know? So this is somebody that is an X. This was a partnership. And it says wrong reasons. Yeah, so this person definitely knows they had all the wrong reasons for what they did and what happened here. They know that they're to blame. Side piece here. Yeah, this person could have had a side piece, you know, or the person they're with now, like if they're family, maybe they're married or with somebody and they have a side piece and they know that you know. So they're kind of worried that you're going to open your mouth and maybe tell their partner, their spouse, whatever, that they have a side piece, you know? So this person's being very like vigilant of you and kind of like seeing what you're doing, kind of seeing your actions. Okay, we have 71 breaking down to an 8 with time. Needing time. Now is not the time. Time will bring unexpected changes. Wow. So things are going to change here. And it says dating on the bottom. Let me look at this. Yeah. 63 breaking down to a 9. Dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, and one night stands. Okay, so again, this could go both ways with the dating, right? This could be somebody that was on dating sites and you were with, and they again were cheating, that type of thing. Or this could be somebody that wants to date you. You know, they want to hook up. It says hooking up here. Again, this is somebody that wants to hook up, wants to ask you out, but they're too intimidated by you that you're going to be like, no, I'm not interested in you. Sorry, you know, that type of thing. All right, well, that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, Blanche Devereaux, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with Earth. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? In the tarot, I'm like, where is it? In the tarot, she is the Earth pile. So we're just going to go ahead and stick with what the element is in the deck, okay? So, so you pick Blanche Devereaux, pile number 2, Pretty Girls Go Shopping. And even though she is Earth element, with Blanche, if you watch the show The Golden Girls, you know she's very fire, right? She's hot, she's beautiful, she's attractive, and she speaks her mind, you know. Very fiery, but yeah, Earth at the same time. So anyway, so what I'm getting here with you is that who's intimidated by you? I'm getting like this is a group of like ex-friends. This could have been like one ex-friend, but I'm getting like more people that were your friends. But you found out like they were talking about you behind your back and stuff like that, or they weren't being so nice even like to your face. It was just something like this weird vibe that you got. And so you might have stopped talking to them. You might have cut them off here. We do have the 5 of diamonds here. You might have cut them off, like just removed yourself from their energy. And I do feel like it's almost like they're angry about it. I honestly feel it's almost like they're angry about it, but it's like, how are they going to be angry when they caused it for you not to talk to them, you know? But anyways, um, So I do feel like they are jealous of you. And you know, Blanche was always saying she always had so many people jealous of her and jealous of her looks. And I am actually getting that here with you. I do feel like this friend, right? Frenemies were jealous of your looks. I also feel like they talked about your style, your clothing, your look, because I'm getting here that you might have like a witchy look or like the darker look, like the darker aesthetic, maybe like the black hair, the darker makeup, dark clothes, that type of thing. So I feel like they were being very judgy with you with your looks, and that's something that maybe they pointed out to you, and again, very in a very weird vibe, or you found out that that's what they were saying about you. Because like I said, I do feel like these were friends that you were cool with, but then you found out that they were talking about you, or you just got the vibe like there's just too many things here with them. I also feel like you're somebody very spiritual, and that's another thing that they're intimidated by your spirituality. It's almost like they feel like you know what's up with them even when they're trying to keep it secret. And again, you found out the secrets. You found out that they were talking about you. You found out that they were bashing you behind your back is what I'm getting. And I feel like your spirituality intimidates them. So maybe they're not spiritual, or maybe they don't believe what you believe. You know, maybe they think you're crazy for believing what you believe, but at the same time I feel like they're kind of scared of you. I'll tell you, they're kind of scared. They think you're kind of like a witch. You know, like you can read them too. I feel like you can read them. So maybe you read tarot, right? Maybe you're able to read tarot, because I feel like they feel you can read them. And so we do have the energy vampire here. It says vampire, give and take, draining and lasting. So yeah, I do feel like you cut these people out because they were very draining of your energy. We do have timeless wisdom here. Again, you being, you know, like you just know a lot and they're intimidated by that. And she's also a vampire. So we do have two vampires here. So like I said, this could be two friends that you know, confided in, you thought you were cool with, but it's like now you know they were talking about you behind your back. It says intuition. Yeah, you're somebody very intuitive. Ancestors behind you, powerful, and manifestations. Yeah, they feel you're very powerful. They definitely feel like they're not on your level, but it's almost like they try to make you feel like you weren't on their level. You know what I mean? It's almost like they try to reverse it. And then we do have the magic mirror here. Okay, self-care, reflect, and inner work. Yeah, these people definitely do need to do some inner work. And pile one also had the cauldron, and they had the magic mirror card. Okay, they had the same two cards, so maybe there's a message for you in pile one. And they also had this card here, which is the Jack of Spades, and it was also in the same place too as the fourth card. They had this exact same card, and I was saying, you know, it's an air element. This is an air sign, but again, it could be just that they are bullshitting and talking about you. But definitely here with the three of hearts in the reverse, and then the ace of hearts in the reverse. Okay, this is multiple people like not having love for you, like bashing you, you know. And again, that's what I'm saying. Could have been like two friends, because we do have the two vampires here, and then we do have secrets here. Number 12 breaking down to a 3. Friends with bad intentions. Look at that. Gossip, rumors, and drama. And we do have these two girls gossiping here. Look at that. We have these two gossips here. So I do feel like this was what the energy that you felt was going on around you. And again, because you're very intuitive with intuition here, you knew that these people were talking about you. This could also be at work, because it does say work here with the cauldron. This could be your work friends, and maybe you guys like all hung out together on your lunch break, and you know, hung out and talked and blah blah blah. But I do feel like you've pulled your energy away with this 5 of diamonds here. You're like, yeah, I'm not, or they pulled you away. Maybe they closed you out, right? But something here about being shut out, not being with this group anymore and with these friends, whatever. So it's like being shut out. And it does say new ideas, work, and creativity. Again, I feel like these are people that are jealous of you, but it's almost like they try to say you do things wrong, or you dress wrong, or you do work wrong, or you think wrong, or your beliefs are wrong. Like it's so like they try to make it that way, when it's really like they're intimidated by how much you know, how powerful you are. You know, I mean, powerful here, it says on timeless wisdom, you're somebody very wise. You're wise beyond your years. So it's not like you're just looks here. There's way more to you. There's more depth to you than just the looks. Okay, we do have number 4 here. It says rest up, forced to take a break, overworking. Yeah, see, this could be work, people. Overworking, help from unexpected person. And we do have the nurse here and the patient. This is from Kill Bill. This is from the movie Kill Bill. So I do feel like maybe forced to take a break. So maybe you did maybe have to stop working, or they stopped working. But whatever it is, I do feel like the connection here has been cut in whatever way, and you're not around them anymore like you used to be. Okay. And here with the rest up, you know, what is it, help from an unexpected person. So like, let's say maybe you had a surgery and her eye is patched up. Let's say you had an eye surgery or something like that. Maybe something was wrong with your eyes and you got laser or something, and you had to take time off from work, and somebody else called you and said, oh, you know, your friends are talking about you here at work and they're saying that you're not coming in because you're just being lazy, and it's not really have to do with the eye surgery. You're just lazy, you're this, you're that, and blah blah blah. And you're like, what? Like, what is this I'm hearing? But again, I do feel like your intuition, you've already known that these people are just vampires, energy vampires, and they like to talk. Okay. And then we have emancipation here. It says relieved from toxic person, leaving selfishness behind, sacrificing to find healing. Yeah, so you've definitely done healing. You've left this person or these people behind. Toxic person. These are toxic people, toxic work environment. Maybe you even quit. Maybe you looked for another job, or you're not going into work or something like that, because again, you're like, I'm cutting ties here. I'm cutting ties and leaving this behind. And so it's like now they're talking about you. Okay, let's go ahead. Ooh, let me get 4 of these, and then I'll get 4 of the tarot. Okay. Ooh, okay. Union, 52, breaking down to a 7. Reconciliation, coming back, making it work. I have here with the word work again. And second chance. Okay. So these people might even, like, if let's say you go back to work, because it says coming back. So it makes me think of like you coming back to work, and then them trying to like get a second chance, them trying to like talk to you, be like, hey, how you been? How was that eye surgery? Or blah blah. You know what I mean? And you're like, no, I'm not actually talking to you. I'm just here to work, So yeah, so I'm kind of getting that too. 52 breaking down to a 7. 7 is about putting in work. So again, it makes me think work vibes, but also you putting in the work to like cut the ties, cut boundaries, and change things and move forward for yourself. I do feel you moving forward from these people. Let me get 3 more, please. And then here on the bottom of the deck, we do have the 3 of clubs here. So again, I feel like this could have been 3 people. And then the first card was the 3 of hearts in the reverse. So I do feel like this could have been 3 people, 2, maybe 3, but it's definitely more than 1. And, this is about like waiting, anticipating that moment is coming. So they might be like waiting for you to come back. And if it's not work, they're waiting to like see you and talk to you, or try to like, hang out with you. It's like they're waiting to hear word on you. And you're like, no, you're not going to hear any more from me. Okay, these cards are not wanting to come. They're not wanting to speak. Let me get this one. Drama. Okay. 21 breaking down to a 3. What did I say about 3? The number 3 might be 3 people. Creating problems, thirsty for attention. These people are thirsty for attention, overreacting, and drama queen. Yeah. Yep. Okay. 38. With present, feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. Yeah, you're definitely somebody that feels the moment. The present is like the here and the now, right? So again, you're like putting these people behind in the past, and you're moving forward, because I do get this energy of you just like moving forward, like just, moving along. Like F these people, F these, haters, intimidated, trapped, stuck, locked down, mental prison, and captive. Okay, 74. So these people are trapped or feeling stuck, or maybe again stuck at work. They do feel like, again, you're moving on, because I do get that energy from you of like moving forward, and they're feeling trapped. So maybe even if you're like working there, maybe you're moving up, you're working forward, and they're feeling trapped, you know. And maybe they've gossiped about like maybe you weren't good at work, maybe you shouldn't have been moved up or something like that, and how they're feeling stuck. And again, it's just they're intimidated by you. Okay, let me get 4 tarot cards, please. And we do have death. As I'm cutting it, Dorothy is the death card. Look at that Scorpio energy. Yeah, you're definitely moving on from this. You're not entertaining their drama. It's too many cards. King of Pentacles. Here's that earth element. Again, moving forward, getting that coin. That's what you're focused on. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Leo energy. Not getting that victory. Again, them not getting that attention. Them feeling trapped because you got the victory. We have the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Another 6, 2, 6, 6. And again, they're not moving forward. They are feeling trapped. They are feeling so stuck. And like either you moved on to another job, or you moved like up. You moved up somewhere. You moved up. And then we have the High Priestess. Look, Pisces energy. What did I tell you? They're intimidated also by your spirituality, by your intuition. You're very intuitive here. Okay, with this timeless wisdom, you're very intuitive. You might be psychic too. Yeah, again, whatever your spiritual practice is, they're kind of like worried about it. They feel like you're like, you know what they're doing, like you are onto them, like you're reading them, like you read tarot or something, you know. And you definitely do know a lot. And with Pisces energy, Pisces always get their information through their dreams. So you might even have had dreams of these people talking about you, and you're like, well, they're my friends, but I dreamt they were all talking about me while I was gone. They were all spilling the secrets and the tea while I wasn't there at work, or while I wasn't there in the group or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, again, you might have got this information here, help from an unexpected person. This could even be somebody like in the spirit realm that gave you this information to kind of pull yourself away from these people. That's what I'm getting to. So you're just focused on, again, working, moving forward, getting that coin, getting that win, and they're feeling stuck, and they're very jealous. They're very intimidated by you. They are definitely intimidated by your looks too. So you might have a lot of like Venus energy in your chart too, is what I'm getting. All right. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who chose pile number 3, Dorothy, no, I will not have a nice day. I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with air. So you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. She is air element in the tarot, so we're just going to keep it the way it is in the tarot. Dorothy represents air element. Okay. So what I got here from these cards, these first 4, when I pulled them out, I immediately got the feeling of somebody is hoping that you don't win, or you don't succeed, or it doesn't work out, is what I'm feeling. The feeling of somebody kind of like almost wishing and waiting for your downfall is what I'm getting. So this is definitely somebody. I was thinking, is it like a love-hate relationship? But no, I think this is more like somebody that loves to hate you. Honestly, this is somebody that loves to hate you. So you could know who this is. They're intimidated by you, but they're definitely a hater. So yeah, with, like I said, with these 4 cards, I was just getting the feeling of like they're waiting that something doesn't work out for you. I also got the feeling like this could be it's something to do with an ex. So maybe you're now dating their ex, or this is your ex's new partner. You know what I mean? Take it as it resonates like that, or it could be just a totally different person. But I'm getting something like that, something that has to do with an ex. Either the person is your ex, and they're dating them, or they're dating your ex, or you're with their ex right now, or something like that. But it's like this person is hoping that it's not going to work out for you, whether it's relationship wise, job wise, any type of success, because we do have the 6 of clubs here. Any type of success that you could have, they're not wanting, like not wanting it to work out. But I do see them being intimidated, because they do see that it's like everything you're doing works out no matter what. We do have the 10 of diamonds here, so it's like no matter what you're doing, it's working out. And it could be working out, like I said, with their ex, or with your ex, or whatever, you know. But there's something here working out, and I feel like this person's very jealous of things working out for you. We have killer here, which says stalked, obsessed, and impulsive. Yeah, this is somebody that is stalking you. They're very obsessed with you. We also have tarot cards here, which this card is the Justice card, the Libra energy. It says tarot cards, the future, answers, and help. This person might be getting help from somebody to get answers on what's going on in your situation. You know, maybe they're going to a tarot reader because they do want to know the future. It says here, future, answers, and help. This person wants answers to what is going on in your life, in your situation, in your successes, in your victories. They want to know. This person is definitely stalking here. They're obsessed with you almost, I feel. This could even be somebody that tries to copy you too, is what I'm getting. So, you know, maybe you're now dating their ex. Maybe this person maybe wants them back and is like trying to get them back by maybe copying you, or copying your look, or copying the things you do, or something like that. But I'm also getting like copycat energy. We have, what number is this? 24 breaking down to a 6. 6 in tarot is the Lovers. We have magic mirror, self-care, reflect, and inner work. Yeah, this person definitely needs to look in the mirror and do some inner work, because they're looking at you. They're too obsessed, stalking you and being obsessed with you, that they're not looking in the mirror and seeing who they are. They're too obsessed with you. They're too obsessed with the tarot cards here and maybe getting readings on you. We have jack-o'-lantern, secrets hidden and unclear. Yeah, this person, again, the pumpkin is just watching, right? This jack-o'-lantern here is just like watching. And the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins normally represent money. They represent abundance. And again, we do have the 10 of diamonds here. So it's almost like this person is waiting for you to lose your money, to lose your job, to lose your status, to lose your relation. They're like waiting for some type of downfall where you're not going to have what you have. So this person might be lacking all these things within themselves, and they see it in you, and it's like they're waiting for you to lack it too. They want for you to lack these things. We do have suffering and silence, and again, secrets. This person definitely is like holding. This is somebody that might even talk to you. They might even be like, hey, how are you? What have you been up to? What did you do today? And they're like smiling in your face, and they're trying to talk to you, but again, this person is just kind of wanting the tea on you. Okay, suffering and silence, pushing through, making sacrifices to your detriment, a need to step back. This is from the movie The Black Swan, number 69. Yeah, so again, this person needs to step back. This is affecting them. This is like, it says a need to step back, making sacrifices to your detriment. Again, this person needs to kind of focus on themselves, and they're not focusing on themselves because they're focused on you. Maybe they're just focused on looking in the mirror and trying to copy you, trying to look like you, trying to dress like you, trying to talk like you, trying to do the things that you do, basically, is kind of what I'm getting. We have 38 here, and it says hanged woman. Time to pause. Again, this person needs to pause and walk away, thinking rationally, which they're not ignoring the signs of danger. And maybe you kind of need to pay attention, be a little bit on the alert with maybe this person or somebody asking you a little too many things, little too many little details, like you know, where were you born, what are your favorite hobbies, like things like that, like somebody like a little bit too all up in your energy, and you're like, huh, like what? So yeah, so hanged woman here could be Pisces energy, right? um and again, with the hanged woman, she's not doing anything, she's just kind of hanging around, kind of stalking. We have heartbroken here with number 9. 9, the number of completion, could be ninth house, which is Sagittarius's house. Healing from past, moving on to better situation and closure. Yeah, so see, this person might be heartbroken. You might be with their ex. Like I said, I feel it's almost like you're dating their ex and they want the person back. And so it's like they're doing whatever they can um, because the person moved on and they can't find closure. Hmm. We have 20 breaking down to a 2, to the number of partnerships, reborn, new chance in life, recovery, and healing. This person is trying to make themselves reborn again. I feel like they're trying to recreate themselves by looking at you. And even if it's not like they're trying to take your partner or something like that, your ex, or what, you know, you have their ex. It's like they are trying to recreate themselves by modeling themselves after you, instead of looking in the mirror and seeing what is wrong with themselves. Yeah, this person is definitely intimidated by you, but at the same time, this like they love to hate you is what I'm getting. This like love hate of you. Very weird. Very weird person. Okay, let's go ahead and get 4 of these cards, and then we'll do tarot at the end. Okay. Yeah, but here with the Knight of, with the Jack of Spades, with Sophia Petrillo, I do feel like this is a person that talks to you. And again, I feel like they maybe ask you questions and you're like, oh, that was kind of an odd question, asking where I went to elementary school. You know what I mean? Like, it's just little things like that that you probably pick up about this person. Hmm. Yeah, they could be an air sign, a fire sign, an earth sign, or Pisces, water. Influences, number 11. Others involved, third parties, what I tell you, intervention and manipulation. Yeah, this person is a definitely manipulator. Definitely a manipulator. And because they're intimidated by you, they try to manipulate things in their favor, because again, it's almost like they see you winning at something, whether it's a relationship, a job, or just winning at life, and they see themselves as lacking those wins. So it's like they're trying to influence others, maybe against you. Third parties, intervention, manipulation, it says. Okay, we have, what number is this? 51, breaking down to a 6 with shattered, crushed, sadness, broken heart. And we do have heartbroken here. So this is the second time this talks about a heartbreak, broken heart, and panic attack. Okay, this might be somebody that suffers from panic attacks too. Oh my gosh, you know what it's reminding me? Let me tell you a little story here. So what is it, my third husband, fourth husband, anyways, one of them, right, one of these husbands had an ex that when I was with him, she wanted him back and couldn't get over him. And she's actually a Pisces, and like I said, we do have the hanged woman here, could be Pisces, or she's actually a Pisces. Anyways, um she would, so when he was with me, she would call him and be like, I'm having a panic attack, I'm having an anxiety attack, I'm going to the hospital, you need to come with me, or you need to come get the kids because I'm going to the hospital because I'm having a panic attack. So she would call him and he'd go running like he, like an idiot, right? He definitely would go running to the hospital to meet her there, or he'd go get the kids or whatever. But she would call and again try to manipulate for him to be with her, to be around her, to be like, oh, I'm having panic attacks, I'm having anxiety attacks because you're not here with me, you know, because now you're in another relationship and blah, blah, blah. So she definitely was like, and I saw it, I could see right through it, but he didn't. Like I said, dumbass, right? He couldn't see through it. He was like, oh my gosh, she's never had him before. Now she's having, and like, yeah, I think I know why, you know, I was able to see through it, but he didn't. But that's kind of like what I'm getting here. Like somebody, again, trying to manipulate, trying to say, I'm having panic attacks, I'm brokenhearted, I'm this, I'm that. And again, it's just like they're trying to kind of have a win that you're winning at, whether it's a person, a job, whatever it is. They're trying to have the wins that they see themselves lacking. And it is card 51, right? Number 6, 6 in tarot, again, the lover. So yeah, so that's what I'm definitely getting. It's like one of those exes that can't seem to let go, right? Ghost. Look at that, of letting go. And then we have the ghost card 28. Breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1. Okay, leaving behind. Again, they don't want to be left behind. Disappearing, cold, and no contact. See, this person definitely wants you to be the ghost, but because they see themselves as being the ghost. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that energy. Wow. That's a toughie. That's a toughie to be in, because again, I feel like the person is constantly there in your energy. This person is very much in your energy, stalking, obsessing over you. And like I said, this person might even talk to you. They might be like, oh, how are you? What are you doing? What are your plans this weekend? Blah, blah, blah. They're really just trying to get all the tea and gather tea on you. Okay, we have 65 here with memories, reminiscing, dwelling, good times, and looking back. Yeah. So this person is either reminiscing on the good times they had with that person or with you or whatever, but this person is very obsessed in that energy. So they're not letting go. And I'm sure you might know who this is, because this is a very like in your energy person right now. Yeah. Okay, so definitely getting Pisces here too, with the suffering and silence, and then the hanged woman next to it. Definitely getting Pisces, but like I said, we do have earth, air, and fire. Let me get 4, please. Let's get 4 from the tarot and see what else. Yeah, this person's intimidated by you, but again, they have this love-hate. They love to hate you. They love to hate you. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. I thought she was sitting on the toilet. It's one of them big chairs. Okay, so she's holding onto her pillow very tightly. Yeah, this is Earth energy Capricorn. So this is somebody holding on very tightly and not being able to let go. Like it's in the reverse. So it's like they need to let go, but it's again, they're holding on very tightly to this energy, to this person, to the situation, and they are not letting go. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Look at that. We have Sophia all bandaged up from her head. Fire energy. This is Sagittarius, could also be Aries, Leo in the reverse here, Nine of Wands. So again, this person feels like defeated by you because again, they see your wins and they see themselves as not having those wins. They feel like defeated by you, almost like you won, like you're the winner, but they are trying to do something to where it ends up for them. They end up the winner, right? Yeah, but they definitely do feel defeated, but they're not letting go. They're not giving up with this Four of Cups here. They're not letting go. They're not giving up. They're in it to win it. I'll tell you that. This person is in it to win it. Very fixed sign energy, right? They're not letting go. They're digging their heels in and they're not letting go. So they could be a fixed sign, which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus energy. And somebody honked outside. I don't know if you heard that. We have the Three of Cups. Look, water again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They're celebrating. We have friends here celebrating. This could even be a friend or somebody that you kind of thought's a friend, or like, you know, from your friend group. Definitely somebody you talk to. Like I said, this is definitely somebody that you talk to. And I do see them as kind of wanting what you have, wanting your wins, because they're celebrating here. Dorothy, which is the air element, okay, but it's Three of Cups. But Dorothy is the air element in this deck, and you did pick the air element pile. Dorothy has her glass raised higher than them, so they are celebrating Dorothy. They are celebrating her win. And here we do have the cheesecake, those famous cheesecakes that they would always eat. So they're celebrating Dorothy, which was you, your pile. You picked Dorothy. They're celebrating her. But again, I feel like your wins, they want the wins. Definitely could be a friend, or you know, a friend group, somebody from, like, somebody that knows you, somebody that talks to you for sure. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so moving forward. And then we do have the King here. Somebody very charming, very good looking, um, very charismatic, somebody very smooth. So again, they might want this person, but it's not working out. It's not moving forward with them. And maybe because they're your person, or this person wants you and doesn't want them, something like that, right? But that's the feeling that I'm getting. It's like they want to take what is yours, or what is interested in you. Maybe this person is interested in you. They're good looking, they're charming, but it's not working out with them. They don't want this person, so they might want you, and this person's like, no, I want this person. This person could be a smoker too. Maybe they smoke, I don't know if it's reefer or tobacco or what, but I feel like this person could also be a smoker. um yeah, and they're just not getting those wins that they see you having. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to those friends who don't clap when you win, or when you're celebrating. They don't celebrate you. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, Rose and Nylund with Helen Glucken, Grushen, Fluken, and Glucken, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, associate it with water. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. In the tarot, Rose is associated with the water element, so we're just going to keep it the way it is in the tarot. Okay, so right away, of course, being Rose Nylund, being very sweet, very loving, very giving, and she is the water element in the tarot. I did start to feel right away this is somebody that has love for you, or seems like they have love for you, right? Um, I'm getting a few energies here, though. Honestly, I do feel like this could be like a family member, like an older sister, a mother, grandmother, somebody like that. And it's like they're intimidated by you. And then I also have like somebody that has love for you in the way that they're like maybe pining over you, they're heartbroken over you, or they want you, you know, that type of way. So we do have a couple. I feel a couple, like a little mix here of energies. Okay, so you definitely do intimidate people. You definitely do intimidate them. Um, I feel like you've gone through a lot, so those things have made you somebody very resilient, somebody that can definitely fight the good fight is what I'm hearing. You can definitely fight the good fight, stand up for yourself. And again, maybe you're somebody that's had to have done that a lot. We do have the Five of Clubs here. It's in the reverse. You no longer want to fight, but you do know how to fight, and you will fight the good fight. Like I said, I was hearing you fight the good fight. So I definitely do feel that like that might be part of the intimidation that they feel. Okay. We have a new path here, 27 breaking down to a 9, changes, choices, and challenges. And so you've definitely moved on from this life, from this situation. You've gone on a new path, crossing the threshold, bravery, taking calculated risks. So yeah, they're intimidated by you being able to move on a new path and not be stuck, because it's very impressive. Honestly, what you've done is very impressive, because sometimes we know people, or we see a lot of people that are in a situation and they let themselves basically get stuck in it. They don't move on from it. They don't try to progress, or even mentally, they don't try to learn. They don't try to open their mind. They don't try to get more knowledge, go to school, or even go online, Google things and learn. They're just kind of content in that closed offness, and they basically they bury their head in the sand and they stay there, and they're good with it. They don't want to learn nothing new. They don't want to hear nothing new. They don't want to progress themselves from their situations, even though they don't like the situation. They just don't kind of find themselves looking for the door, or for a window to get a way out, to go on a new path. And with you being able to open the door, look for windows, climb out, jump out, whatever, they find that very impressive, very intimidating. Okay, so there's a lot here. There's a lot here, but I do feel like your energy is very impressive, so it intimidates them, honestly. We do have heartbroken here, water element, right? So somebody is heartbroken from you. And like I said, you might have somebody that has that type of love, those type of feelings for you. I'm also getting there's somebody here, they could be an air sign and maybe you're the water sign, or vice versa. Take it as a resonance, because I'm getting like an Aquarius here. Now the energy shifting wilder. Yeah, there's quite a couple people here intimidated by you. But I am getting there might be even an Aquarius that is heartbroken by you, which is like weird. Aquarius, a broken heart, right? But I do kind of feel that, because again, I do feel like they're impressed by you, by the new path, the things that you've done. Um, and but I also find like you didn't find interest in this person, or not in that way. Maybe you just don't see yourself attracted to them, or you didn't find yourself attracted to their look or something. But Aquarius is very much like open-minded. They think outside the box, right? They think outside the box. They're very like, just new ideas, creativity. And again, I do feel like that's why I'm getting so much Aquarius energy, or you might be the Aquarius energy, but I'm getting so much Aquarius energy being attracted to your energy, because I see you kind of being able to kind of think outside the box, shift things, right? They see you being able to do those type of things. So I do see them being drawn to you. Um, but then here we do have the Five of Clubs. It is in the reverse. We have the Three of Spades in the reverse too. And here we do have Mother's Love with Annabelle the doll, which says, what number is this? I want to look at the number. 36 breaking down to a 9. 9, the number of completion again. And 9 was your first card here. It says Mother's Love, emotional, sacrifice, emotional, trauma leaving you vulnerable, preyed on by external forces. And then we have the Haunted Doll card, which is 18, breaking down to a 9. So both these cards break down to 9. 18 breaks down to 9, 36 breaks down to 9. So we both have both cards, like you've completed these cycles with these dolls, right? It says Haunted Doll, childlike drama and unknown. So here with Mother's Love, Annabelle, and the Haunted Doll, I do feel like this, again, this could be a mother energy that is intimidated by you, because they see your progress, because they see you change, because they see you as somebody who moved on. And normally as parents, if you're a parent, but normally as parents, we tend to be very proud and applaud our kids when they make progress, especially when they better themselves from a life that that is better from what like we gave them or we could have given them, right? We're very proud of them. And but with this, I feel like this is again somebody that a parent or parent like grandparent, stepmom, something like that, somebody that is like intimidated by your progress and seeing that you've taken a new path, and you've made brave, calculated risk to progress yourself. So this is somebody intimidated by your new path, basically. There could be drama here also, where you're like, I don't want to fight, because here we do have the Five of Clubs in the reverse, and it's just like that. I don't want to fight energy. I'm tired of fighting. I want to do what I want to do, what I need to do, be on this new path, and I don't want to fight. So I definitely do feel that here. Okay. Um, and then with the suffering and silence again, heartbroken again, I feel like, and I think pile 3 had these 2 cards also, but I do feel like it's just, again, where I'm feeling like air element over here, somebody that feels rejected by you, that maybe wants to date you, that really likes how you've made yourself a new path here. We have candle magic, intention, power, and summoning. Number 5, changes, choices, and challenges. You might even have somebody doing candle magic against you, honestly, because like I said, I feel like a little cluster. not a big one, but I do feel a little cluster of energy. So it's like different people intimidated by you. So be watchful, because somebody also could be doing candle magic on you. It might not be this air energy. It might not be this like motherly type energy. It's somebody else, because like I said, there's a lot of like different people intimidated by you. And 16, breaking down to the 7 with full moon, completion, maturity, and growth. And being next to candle magic, yeah, I definitely do feel like somebody is trying to change something here um, in your path. It's like they're intimidated by your new path, and maybe they're trying to block it. Somebody also might be trying to block your path, okay? Which again, somebody's intimidated by your progress, by the changes you made. So they're trying to stop it. They're trying to block it. So somebody might even have blocked your path. You might want to do a road opener, an abre camino, or do a bath with some herbs. You could do rue. You could do rue, cinnamon, and lemon verbena. I think those are really good too. There's a lot. Yeah, lemon verbena is really good for road opening. But yeah, you might want to do a bath, or just light a orange or yellow candle for the road opener, because maybe somebody is doing um, magic, right? They're trying to do something where they're intimidated by you going on a new path, and they're trying to stop it. Yeah, it says drama, childlike and unknown. Yeah, so this is somebody maybe even from childhood, somebody you played dolls with, or somebody that gave you dolls as a child. Again, a mother, stepmother, grandmother, older sister, that type energy. And we have zombie here. What number is zombie? 40, breaking down to a 4. The home life. Yeah, this is somebody that maybe you left the home from, or you have a different home life from, again, the home life they had with you. Instead of being proud of you, they are like intimidated by you. Zombie stuck, slow moving, and retry. Yeah, somebody's trying to make you stuck. Somebody is definitely trying to make you stuck with this candle magic here. I don't like that. How petty and jealous are they, you know? Ugh, I don't like that. Okay, let's pull 4 of these cards, and then we'll do 4 from the tarot last. Okay. Yeah, but I am getting this as somebody you had a home life with. This could even have been like even an older roommate, a roommate, but that was just like older than you, like somebody that you've had a home life with, or we're going to have a home life with, or something like that. Okay, because like I said, I do feel different people here, different energies. We do have the air sign here that had this love interest in you, but you didn't have it in them. Fired up. Look at that. This person might be fired up over you doing candle magic. 10, breaking down to a 1. Fuming with rage. Oh my gosh. Again, what I tell you, what I tell you. Fuming with rage, overwhelming, explosion of emotions. And yeah, and you did pick the water element, and they have very deep emotions, these water signs. Very angry. It says very angry. Yeah, this person might be very angry that you took a new path, that you moved away from that home life, that you've made progress for yourself, because we do have the 9 and the 10 of diamonds here. These first 2 cards, 9 and 10, progress, and progress with finances, progress in your material things, progress in your life with your earthly things, you know? This is somebody that is jealous of your earthly possessions, you know, whatever you have. And we have 44 here, and you did pick pile number 4. 4s might have significance for you. It is 4th house, which is Cancer's house, water element, okay? Finality, differences, divorce, breakup, and not looking back. Look at that. Differences, divorce, breakup, and not looking back. This could also be against, like I said, I feel somebody maybe you were in the home life with. So this is a divorce here, a breakup, not looking back. You separated. You're not in that home. You took a new path. You're on your different way here, and this person is not liking your progress. They want you to be stuck. This person probably wants you to like come back or live with them or date them, whatever. Over here, you know, we have ego. Yeah, this person definitely has ego, or these people, because there's a cluster here of energies. Arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn, and holding back. Look at that. Somebody very arrogant, somebody with a lot of pride, being stubborn. And because they're so stubborn, it's almost like it has to be what they say. It's kind of like my way or the highway. And maybe you took the highway on this new path, and they're like, oh no, wait, you got to come back. But it still has to be my way or the highway type of thing, you know? Again, an ex, a parent, an older sibling, an older somebody, roommate, something, right? It's a lot of cards, but I'll take them. We have signs, number 1173, breaks down to a 10, breaks down to a 1. It says meanings, repeated numbers, and synchronicity. So yeah, so you might be seeing repeated numbers. Again, you did have the number 4 here a lot. And we have 76 with locked, missing pieces, detached, locked away heart, can't move forward. Oh my gosh, can't move forward. And we have slow moving. So yeah, so this person or these people feel stuck, and they feel like you're moving on. We have twin flames here with 77. Okay, again, these repeating numbers. Somebody might think you are their twin flame. Reflection of soul, mirrored emotions, your other half, and shared feelings. Okay, so again, this could be somebody that also that you are divorced from, somebody you didn't want a relationship with no more, or somebody you didn't have interest, or somebody that had interest in dating you, didn't have interest in dating them. It's just like, listen, you got a lot of people intimidated by you, but for different reasons. Very different reasons. Some feel like they love you and want to be with you, and some just don't like your progress. They don't want you progressing, so they want to stop it with candle magic here, with fire candle magic. And we do have fired up, right? Yeah, somebody might be doing candle magic, fire magic on you. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Look at that fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag, and it is in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody with an ego. We do have ego here, so this could be also, like I said, I feel air over here. This could be a fire sign, an air sign, somebody you rejected, and their ego is not allowing it. Their ego is not letting them move forward. Divorce, breakup, not looking back. Yeah, they're not accepting the finality here. They're like, oh no, it's done when I say it's done. And then we have the High Priestess in the reverse, Pisces energy. Oh my goodness, it's in the reverse. The High Priestess in the reverse, it talks about a lot of things, okay? But it does talk about like secrets being revealed, like tea being exposed, like the truth coming out. It also talks about like having a side piece, right? People that have like these secret side people, they have an affair, they have secret things going on. So again, you might have moved on from this person because maybe they had secret things going on. And you moved on from it, but it's like they're not accepting of that. Yeah, there's a lot of blue here, and so I'm feeling like this is somebody, again, maybe the air sign, right? This person might be an air sign who's in their head a lot thinking about you, and they're not accepting of this, like you walking away. It has them pretty pissed, I'll say that. Five of Swords in the reverse. That's double confirmation here because it's here twice. It's here. Is this? Where is it? Is it here? No. Oh no, it's not. That's the five of clubs. Oops. But it is a five nonetheless. Changes, choices, and challenges. And so the five of swords in the reverse again, it's like I already know that you were deceptive. Again, this, you know, you could know their secrets, that they had a side person, you could know they're lying, you could have whatever it is, you're very aware of it now because we do have the five of swords in the reverse. So it's like you're aware of the deception. When it's in the upright, there's deception, there's somebody is hiding their hand behind their back, that type of thing. And here in the reverse, it's like you already know what's behind that hand, even though it's behind their back. You already know. So again, this person might have been lying, cheating, and but they're trying to claim they're like a twin flame and don't want to let go. Okay, one more, please. Let me get one more. Okay. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Look at that. Okay, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's in the reverse. Not being able to, something didn't work out, but again, this person's not able to move on from it, okay? They don't like you moving on. Like they don't want you to move on. Okay, I also want to, you know what? I was only going to do four, but since there's so many energies here, I want to kind of get a little bit on this energy that's kind of like motherly. This motherly energy that's like intimidated. And it doesn't have to be a mother, just could be an older feminine energy around you. Pretty judgy too is what I'm getting. This is somebody pretty judgy and does not like your new path. But let's see, I want to get a little bit and see what's going on here. Since there's so many energies, I'm like, I don't want to leave it here. Okay. And what do we have here? We have the Fool in the reverse. Again, not being able to move forward. And then we have the Strength card, Leo here. Yeah, exactly. This person is somebody not moving forward. They don't like that you are moving forward, that you have faith and confidence to be on this new path, that you have strength to be on this new path. And this person doesn't like it. Look at Rose. She's dressed like a cat or cheetah print or leopard print. Look at that. So this is somebody that maybe wears leopard print or cheetah print. Yeah, this could be somebody that wears a leopard or cheetah print, like animal print too is what I'm getting. Like they like to wear animal print. We have the Six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, moving on. Yeah, this person doesn't like it moving on. And they definitely do think about it a lot. They do not like it. Maybe you moved away from them. She's leaving, like the island of Stan. she's leaving this little island here, and it says Stan, which is her ex-husband, Stanley Zbornak, and she's moving away from him with those swords, all those, that heartbreak, all those swords that he put in her back, and she's leaving him behind. So again, this could be an ex too. There's a lot of people here. Okay, let me just look at the bottom, and then okay, and then that's it. King of Pentacles, look at that. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? Somebody that wants to take care of you, somebody that wants to be with you, somebody that wants to grow with you. Again, that might be over here too. There's a lot going on in your pile. A lot of people intimidated by you for different reasons, right? Some want to keep you down, and some want to be with you, and some are just kind of like, you know, they have a lot of ego, right? So they're just intimidated by you. All right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.